All right, let's go ahead and get started already. We're jogging it up and warm up. Got a good one today. We're gonna do our warm up. It is gonna be 6 exercises repeated a couple times. Jogging it out to start off. Then we'll start to get a little bit more dynamic as we progress through it. And then our workout, lots of progressing. We're gonna keep building on it from previous sets. Okay, so we're gonna start to go to 1, 2, 3 knee next. So let's start over to the side. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then the inside knee comes up. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. We're still warming up, so you don't need to go real fast right now. You're feeling good. You're already warmed up from something else, or if you're just ready to push already, we can go a little faster. Next round we'll go even faster. Glider, so this is similar to a skater, except we're gonna have our arms kind of going to the side with us. You can tap that foot behind or leave it up in the air. Just a little lateral motion, warming up our hips. A little more than our 1, 2, 3 did probably. This is just, it's a glider. We're trying to stay the same height, slight bend. Onto double butt kick. So we're on the 1 foot, 2 times. And even though your heel might bounce a little bit as you go back, really, we're just holding this position as we hop on our foot twice. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Even if our back foot stays the same, that's okay. We're not necessarily doing that twice. Okay, jack attack. Now, here, your feet are gonna be centered here, and then as we go out, we strike forward, come back, strike the opposite hand. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go to our high knee crunch. It's a slow move, still a high knee, but we're gonna do it as a controlled motion. Okay, so we're gonna have our knee up here. We're gonna crunch our shoulders forward, our shoulders forward just a little bit. It's a very slight movement. Now it's not really an ab exercise, but it does warm the core up as we do this, trying to catch our balance, stabilize ourselves. Even as I have a little forward and back motion with that, as I go back and forth, shoulders go back and then back forward, having to do that, catch ourselves, stabilize our body. It does warm the core up. Okay, we're jogging right now. We're gonna go about 1, 2, 3 knee. Try to go a little faster this time. Now you should be getting somewhat warm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 knee. It's the inside knee that comes up. It's a lot of people screw up the footwork here, but it's pretty simple. Inside foot goes 1, 2, 3 knee. On the outside, or the inside knee comes up. Glider. Okay. We're gonna have our arms kind of go with that back foot, where it's back here, and then now our back foot's out to this side. I'm not taking a big leap, just moving side to side, catching myself. Notice my back foot's not touching right now, but you can definitely have a little tap here if you want. Double butt kick. Remember, this is just really more of a double hop on each foot, and our back foot just gets raised up as we do it. Not necessarily trying to kick our butt twice in a row. Hop, 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 hop. That's what we're really doing here. got that jack attack right here. So attack as we go out. Hands are center and our feet are center. Got this. Then we got our high knee crunch. We're done. Okay. Just trying to catch ourselves. Notice I'm kind of going back and then forward. It's not really, you know, like a ab crunch, sit up crunch or anything. It's just a way for us to move in the air, catch ourselves. Slight movement here, but just trying to catch the landing, okay? Little recovery here before we get to the main set. If that was just your exercise for the day, if that was your workout, good job. If you feel like it was enough, cool. If you feel like you can do a little bit more, you know, repeat it, or try to do another workout now that you're warmed up, jump into something else, do a core one, do something more if you feel good still. If you needed to do that warm up just because you needed that, you just wanted to get moving a little bit, but you're not feeling great, and you're done for the day, then you're done for the day. It's okay. Okay, now as we go through our first round here, just try to learn the exercise as we go on. We're gonna build off of each one as we get into our next round. So here we go. Start off, we're gonna do a squat, step back. So squat, step back, and then stand up, return. Squat, walk back, return. Squat, walk back, return. Squat, walk back, come back forward. Squat, 2 steps, we'll come back up. And now when we get into our next round, we're gonna kind of add on to this. We're gonna make it a little bit, not always necessarily harder the next round. Stance squats, we're gonna just go here, go to here, stand up, touch the opposite toe. So I'm gonna left hand connect to my right ankle, come back up. And as we progress through it, so sometimes they'll be harder, sometimes not necessarily harder, just different, or harder in a different way. But this will definitely be the lightest set we have of this little cardio circuit. Okay, plie attack. Now, plie, depending on where you are, I'm not doing the ballet plie here, but so I'm not connecting my feet. But this might be, some people might call it a sumo squat. But I'm just gonna stay down here, attack, come back up, come down here, attack, up here. We're gonna do this again in the next round, same kind of motion, but we're gonna start kind of like add a little bounce to it. Right now, we're just kind of, I don't care if you attack when you go down, or attack when you come up, or in between. Okay, lunge. We're gonna lunge with our right foot forward. We're gonna do a lunge here, come back in, step your feet together, do an adductor squat, then step your other foot back, lunge, and repeat. Adductor squat, lunge, right foot forward, adductor squat, lunge, left foot forward, adductor squat, lunge, squat. Let's get one more lunge in, and recovery. When we go to our next round, we're going to just build on those same exercises. So, building on from our squat step backs, we're now going to jump back forward. So, we're going to squat, step back just like before. Now, jump back to where we started. Squat, step, step, jump. Squat. then building on from our little stance squats, we're gonna add a hop with it. So we're going here, cross. Now we're gonna just have a little hop, just a little bend. Not going big jump here. That's our next round. This, I think, this is kind of why I said how they're not necessarily always getting harder. They might get harder in a different way. Our next round, I don't think is gonna burn as much. This round burns. 3, 2, 1, time, plie, hop attack. So now, as I mentioned, we're gonna do a little more of a bounce here. So we're gonna attack, Again, how you want to attack is up to you. Attack down low, attack up high, attack in between. Keep attacking, it doesn't matter. So, but we want to keep this motion. You notice my feet are out. That's where the plie comes from. Not necessarily sumo, but some people might call it sumo. Some people say this isn't a plie, whatever. Just keep that motion going the whole time, okay? Now, we're gonna double lunge. Let's go right foot forward, lunge, and lunge again. 2 squats in the middle, feet together. 1, 2, step the other foot back. 1, 2, together. 1, 2, 1, 2, together. So I'm feeling a good burn right now. It might not burn as much next round. And 1 and 2. Recover here. And now we're just gonna build on again. Now we're gonna get into our more explosive round. So still gonna burn, but not quite like the last one. Start off with the squat, jump forward and back. So we're gonna go forward and then come back. Forward, actually, we're gonna have our chest come all the way up, and then right back down. We're gonna catch ourselves in the landing. Forward, back. Of course, modify. You could get rid of the jump, step back again, squat forward, step back. I'm gonna keep it going though. 3 more seconds. And then, now this one, stand squat, jack, or jump, just like we had here, but instead of that little bounce, we're gonna do a full jump up. Like I said, a little more explosive. So, maybe not as big of a burn, but we are working those quads, glutes, hammies. We're working here. Going explosive. And then we go into the next one. We're gonna continue this. Okay, kind of quickly shake it out. I'm hurt. Plie, jump attack. So, again, widen feet out. Now, I'm gonna get an explosive. I want to attack while I'm in the air. You can do it down here, but I want, feet are out. We're gonna squat down. I'm just going here to here. Hurt, shake it out, get right back to it as soon as you can. Okay. Plyo lunge right. So let's go to our right foot forward. We're gonna plyo. To here, catch yourselves. Right to here. Hurting right now. So you just gotta regroup, shake it out. I'm gonna step back again. I'm gonna try to catch myself into the squat. Here. Good, if you're just hurting, you can take it off. Go here. Maybe limit the range of motion. Step back. Maybe don't lunge as deep. Always ways to modify, but just don't try not to stop. Or pause it, get back to it once you're ready. All right, come join me down low here. So we're gonna do a little plank circuit. So if your thighs are as on fire as mine are right now, it's okay. We're not gonna use them as much. We're gonna do a little plank hold here. Now some of you might want to go to a low plank here to push yourself a little bit more, but we are gonna progress through. We're gonna work you for the rest of the time here. So it's up to you if you want to try to push yourself more right now, go ahead. But just, I'll tell you, our next rounds, they'll get a little bit harder. And then we do have a core set to finish. And now we're gonna go into a plank hold. A pike hold. From that plank hold, we're gonna get in this pike position. Feet are in close. Ears between the elbows. Just holding this. It doesn't too much right now. You're trying to feel this in your shoulders a little bit. That's kind of the goal here. We're gonna build this into the shoulder push-ups, pike push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Now let's go onto our bellies. Yeah, a little Superman hold. Here we're flying in the air. Knees are off the ground. Trying to get our thighs off the ground, and our chest is off the ground. Just holding it here. You should start to feel a little bit in your back. 10 seconds. We're going to go to a spider lunge elbow. And time. Come back. Here, we're going to do a spider lunge. So get in that plank position. Set the right foot by your right hand. Here. And we're just going to keep our elbow by our knee. Let's switch to the other side. Go elbow to our knee. Here. Elbow to our knee. Really just want to make sure we get our foot up close enough where we can just lift our elbow a little bit. Okay, recover here. And we'll build on from what we just did. We're adding plank with a row now. We'll hold that plank position. Now we're just going to slowly lift the one hand off the ground, return it, lift the other hand off the ground. As we are doing this, we want to try to stay stable. We don't want to rock as we do this. Keep your hand firmly on the ground. Keep your body in line as we lift and replace. Lift. Next, we're going to go into a plank and pike. So we're going to keep going this position, alternating here, and then we're going to walk it to a pike, walk to a plank, walk to a pike. Nothing too hard here. Still working the core, but we're also engaging our shoulders as we get here. The kind of closer you go here, the more you'll feel it in your shoulders. If you're really hurting, you can just go shorten it up. You want to push a little bit, get closer. Okay. Superman's again. This time we're going to speed back with it. So our knees and thighs are off the ground, chest is off the ground. Trying to get high here. And got a little punching bag right here. I'm going to keep hitting. So here, you feel it in your shoulders, feel it in your back. Feel it in the core. 3, 2, 1. Now spider lunge. We're going to lift and twist. So right foot by the right hand. And now we're going to come off the ground and twist. Back. Here. We're going to do the same thing next round. But we're going to do it with an Alpine step in between. Where we're going to skip this step. And go right from here to the other side. That's next round though. For now, stick with this. Time. Recovery. Next up, our last round of our plank stuff is a plank balance row. So we're gonna lift our arm up like we did last time. This time we're also gonna lift the opposite foot. So here I am, we did the row last time, but we're now gonna do this too. We're gonna lift that foot off the ground, replace it, trying to keep our position. Try to go slow and control. So we're still doing the row, but also the opposite foot. Don't try to raise your same foot. That would probably be bad. Again, trying to maintain this plank position. All right, we're on to pike push-ups. So we're gonna get in that pike position. We can warm these shoulders up for this. Now we can get real deep, or just a little bit of a pulse. Again, bring it up a little bit closer. Makes it a little bit harder. Okay. Now with Superman, we're gonna do the same thing again, but when we have the speed back, we're also gonna add the flutter kick too. Keeping our thighs off the ground, chest off the ground. Got a short time to go, and we're done with this circuit. 5, 3, 2, 1. Now, we're gonna do an Alpine step in between our spider lunge. So here, right foot to right hand, come up here. Now we're gonna replace, we're gonna go right to the other side. We've got a full minute recovery time now before we move into our next circuit. We're on to our next circuit. This next circuit, I'm gonna start off with burpees without a jump. So I'm gonna go right now, down, jump your feet back, in, and then up. Maybe you can pick up the pace if this isn't fast enough for you. Also depending on which level you're using. But for this, I'm getting rid of the jump. We're gonna bring it in to our next round. And in our final round too, if you're going there. Let's go one more, and then drop back down for push-ups. Just standard push-ups, or modify them however you want. You can go here. Of course, you could modify this, put your knees down. You could slow them down. Or you could go here, set break if you need it. Over here. Whatever works for you. Okay. Speed, agility, and modify. So we're doing like a step at a time. We'll go sideways here. So step forward, center, step back, center, out to the side, out to the other side. Step, other foot forward, step, step, here, step, step. This is a big, we're gonna get the same kind of motion in our next round. Okay, now we're on our L sit hold. So we're gonna make it like an L with our body here, and Just gonna hold this off the ground. Butt off the ground, just the hold. So isometric hold. Trying to work the triceps a bit. Warm it up at least. Okay, recovery time for the next 30 seconds. Then we'll come back and our next round is gonna be definitely a bigger push. Let's get ready. Burpee with a jump. So down, back, in. Now we're jumping up. Down, back, in, jump. Seconds. Then we're going to do a variation of our push-up. Okay, now we're doing an out, out, in, tap, push-up. So we're in our push-up position. Let's do a push-up, then tap foot out, out, and in. So push-up, and out, in, in. See my foot over here. So push up, out, in, in. Speed and jelly. So some of what we're doing before. Front, back foot goes back, center, alternate it here, and then go out, both feet jack out 2 times. To our butts, sort of. We're gonna do a little tricep dip. So we're gonna have a bent knee here, bent knee. We're gonna raise ourselves up with this extension. Bend the elbow, straighten your back, bend the elbow. Now, we are controlling our hips with just our triceps. We're not moving our hips up and down. With our hips, or our legs, or our feet, we're contracting the arms. Okay, recover before we go to our last set. Okay, now we're going to a burpee with our jump. This time when we jump up, we're gonna do a scissor jump. Okay, here we go. It's down, back, in, on our jump up. We're gonna have one foot go forward, other foot go back, and then match in the middle. And my right foot's gonna forward, and that's gonna meet, my left foot goes back, we'll meet in the middle as I'm still in the air. So this causes me to have to jump a little bit higher, control my body while in the air. Okay, push-up jack. Now, here we'll start from here. We're gonna go down as our feet go out and up. As our feet go in. Let me see my timer. But again, out and down, in and up. Agility. This time, we'll go forward, back, like that. But instead of our 2 outs, we're gonna go X, X. So from here, front, center, back, center, 2, X, X, X. Tricep dip, toe touch. So, like we just did, This time we're gonna extend a little bit more. So from here, we're gonna come up, post on the one arm. So we have a bend. Bend here, extend it, tap. Opposite foot. Okay, we're contracting the tricep, not just lifting our hips. All right, 1 minute recovery. Now, we're gonna finish off with core. So we're going to start off with our V hold. We're just going to have our butt's going to stay on the ground, feet are going to be in the air, arms going to be in the air. Just hold this position for a 30-second count. Drop our backs to the ground for a 1-inch crunch. I think my favorite of the day. Feet down, our backs on the ground, fingers touching the ear. I'm just gonna barely come off the ground. This is just warming up the upper abs. We're gonna do some pulses later. Just warming them up right now. We go to the nice X hold next, and now so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little X of our body. Just want to hold it, one of my shoulders off the ground, heels off the ground. Just holding it here. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. Now, low plank hold. All right. So, forearms on the ground. Back is flat. In line with our hips. Set recovery. Then we're gonna move on from here. Now we're gonna go into a reach up. Reach ups now. So going down here, hands behind our heads. We're gonna bring up and reach up to the sky. Reverse that motion. So come up here, reach up high, back down. Try to hit my knuckles behind me. We're going to keep our feet here for our next exercise too. We're going to do a crunch. A little more of a standard exercise for abs. Here we go, full crunch here. So I'm going to have feet on the ground, hands by my ears. Just going to come up, go to my elbows, touch my knee. Back down. Now I'm trying to keep, you see my knees are forward. They're not up here for this. A little bit, kind of split difference. 90-degree angle between my leg and my thigh. And we're in the snow angels. So we did that X hold a second ago. Now we're gonna have that X. We're gonna kind of go in and out like we're making snow angels, but in the air. So right here. we just want to keep our legs off the ground and our shoulders off the ground, our upper back off the ground as we swipe. Hip dips. So low plank here. Again, this time though, we're going to take our right hip, come towards the ground, rock it back, slow and controlled. We're not touching our hip to the ground, just getting close, an inch above it. There's time. Our last set here, doing V-ups to start off. We're gonna connect our hands and our feet up high, so our feet are down. We're gonna connect right here. Trying to be under control when I do this. See, I'm hurting at certain times, different parts of my abs, and I'm not controlling them the right way or very well. Crunch pulse. Oh, this is a good one. So here, we're going today in that crunch position again. By this time, we're going all the way up for our crunch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go part way down. So this might not, you might not have gotten much out of this the beginning, but as your abs fatigue more and more, this little pulse, for me right now, it's killer. All right, side scissor abs, this isn't gonna be enjoyable either, but there you go, your feet, gonna go out, just like this. Face forward, you can see my foot over here. Now I'm doing this, I got my lower back tucked into the ground. I got my hands under my butt to support me better, but you don't have to do that. You can do it here, low to high plank. So here, last set. Unless you're here just for the core, then we got a repeat round. But we're gonna start low, and we're gonna move up to high. Go down to low. I'm trying not to step up necessarily here. You can see I'm kind of gonna come down here. I can do like a rock up, but I'm not. I'm just going down and up into that plank. And down and up. I think that's our time. Okay, so if you were doing the dynamic progressions, we're done. We're gonna do a cool down. If you were here just for core, we're gonna repeat that right now. So that dynamic progression workout, we kind of target it everywhere. We got our legs, got our shoulders, we got our triceps, we got our chest. So let's just warm it up or loosen it up a little bit. Really, we did that whole core set, and that helped helped us recover a little bit already. But we'll just do a little bit of just a stretch for a short minute. Shoulder, do a little shoulder stretch. Let's go to the other side. Of course, if you need to, you can just do this repeatedly. I'm gonna go right back to my tricep stretch though. Go to the other side, taking my elbow behind my head, extend the arm. Okay, get the chest here, interlock the fingers, extend the arms, expand the chest. Okay, now let's get a little quad stretch. So grab that right ankle, bring it up towards the butt. This really hurts from that cardio circuit we did. I still feel that probably more than anything else. Let's get the other leg, bring it up. Okay, now we're gonna go split the legs. Let's get our right foot forward, knee with the chest, stretch out the hamstrings. Let's bend the knee, keep our back heel on the ground, stretch out the calves. Well, just one of our calves right now, so a calf. Now, let's reverse that position. We're gonna go straight legs forward, Now this is my left leg. Get a little hammy stretch. Back heel on the ground. Calf stretch. Just trying to force the heel to the ground. Coming forward. Keep the heel on the ground. Okay, come center. Come center, we do a little rock. Slow rock, get the groin. You really want to target the groin as you're doing this. You're not just rocking, hoping that you're getting your groin. You should try to move to where you can feel the stretch, a light stretch. You can go to the other side. Let's come center. Let's do a round the back, relax, round the back, relax, round the back, relax. Let's do a breath up top and down. Exhale. You're done. Nice job.